Let's add some follow-through to the arms. We'll animate the arms similar to what we're doing with the upper body right now. We'll just break it up in sections. So we'll animate one arm, bringing back the visibility of it, and then once we're done with that, we'll move on to the next. But first things first, what we need to do is fix a few things in the upper body to get ready to animate the arms so that they'll flow right. Let's bring back our control curves, and we'll go into our perspective and graph editor view, and let's switch this view to our side view. And what we want to work on first is making sure the character is not going through the crate as he is right now. Okay, so we'll start with the center of gravity control, and we just want to focus on the rotate X channels. Okay, and about this part, as the character is going through the crate, what we'll do is take this key on frame 50 and bring it down some, holding shift and middle mouse button clicking and dragging down. We'll take the right half of the tangent handle and bring it up some, like that. Okay, so that's looking better. So then what we can do is go to the back control next and fix the rotate X of that. Also taking this key on frame 50, about frame 50, and bringing that down some more. Like that. And then we can adjust our tangency on 30. Again, to get a better arc in our F curve. When we scrub through, notice that he's no longer going through the crate as he once was there. Okay. Alright, awesome. So once we have that down, we can now need to fix this part here, where he's ramming his head through the crate. Don't want that happening. So staying with the back control, what we'll do is on frame 60, we'll take this key of the back control and just bring it down some, so that his head isn't going through. Or not to about that point, but around here, and then we'll go to the chest control and take this key on for the rotate X and bring that down. Okay, so now his head is not going through, and then we can adjust our tangency here as well. Alright, great. So that's looking better. But he's a little bit too close to the crate. He is going to get pretty close, but this is a bit too close. So what we'll do here is we go to the chest and bring that back some more, and also the back. We'll go to the rotate X of that, bring that back a little bit more too. Alright, so notice when we hit play, great. So that's better. Check it out again. Awesome. Okay, so our final fix for the upper body, let's go back to our perspective. It's going to be in the rotate Y. Let's go to the center of gravity and go to the rotate Y and check something out. If we hit F, notice how the character from frame 1 all the way to about frame 70, near the end of the animation, how there's only 2 keys for our rotate Y, and basically we're getting the wrong movement in the Y. What we want to have happen is the character to be positioned straight on to the crate a little bit more, and then turn to this position a little bit later on than we are that we currently have that set. So what we'll do to fix this is we'll select not only our center of gravity, but we'll also need to do similar fixes to our back controls. So let's make sure we select our back control, or our chest, back, and also center of gravity, and go to our rotate Y. We'll control click our channels, and what we'll do is on about frame 65, let's straighten out the character. We'll put in a value of 0 for the rotate Y, so he's straight on to the crate, and he's turning a little bit too fast here at around this part. So let's take these keys, okay, and we'll move them down some so that he's not turning as fast as he once was. Okay, so after the push off, then he's going to start to turn around there. And then we can even add a little bit of follow through here. So since he's rotating only to his right around his upper body, we could go to the frame 103, go to the rotate Y, and have him rotate slightly to his left. Real slight. Okay, then we can hide our curves and check out how our motion's looking. We'll hit play. Alright, great. We'll check it out again. We always want to double check and even triple check our work at times, just to make sure everything's moving right. Excellent. So once we've done these things, we're now ready to go ahead and begin working on the arms. And we're going to start with the right arm. So let's select our global move control, and we'll go to our right arm and right hand, put the value of 1 there to bring back their visibility, and start. So let's go to our perspective and graph view, bring down our divider, select the right wrist and the right arm IK, hit F in our graph editor, and start. So first off, notice the character is not pushing off the crate at all. He's just slowly just bringing his hand down, and then his hand needs to, the timing of his hand needs to be fixed too. It should not be coming back before the center of gravity does. So we've got a few things to fix here. For one, we need to make sure that the hand is going to be planted onto the crate longer than it is right now, and then it comes back. And then it needs to look like a push-off too. So what we'll do is go ahead and take all of these keys from frames 50 to 70, and let's move them down so that that first key now lies on about frame 58. Let's see how that looks. This character's pushing off. Okay, and we'll hit play to see if we like the timing there. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. Let's check it out again. Okay. We do need to fix this sliding here as our arm's coming down. Let's take this key on 58 and move it down to about frame 60. Alright, so when we hit play, notice, alright, that's looking better as our arm's coming back. Okay, and we'll worry about that, the hand around this time a little bit later. What we want to do now is focus on having the timing of the fall, the timing and spacing look right. So for this, we want to think as the character is coming back, how fast would that arm be coming back, and what would the follow through look like? Okay. So keeping that in mind, we'll select our right arm IK control, go to our translate Z, there it is, and we want to delay this key on frame 78 a little bit more than it is right now. Let's select it, hit F, and we'll take it, and let's move it down a few more frames to about 82. Okay, so here's what we get when we hit play. Alright, so it's coming back better, but what we also need to do is have it come back more. It should come more to the character's back. So we'll take this key on frame 82 and let's shift and middle mouse button click and drag down some more so it's back a little bit more. And if you zoom in to your key in the graph editor and move it, you'll be able to move in that particular direction a little bit less, so the direction you move is finer rather than if you were further away. So that's just a little tip too. Alright, so now we have the arm coming back. Let's see if we like the timing when we hit play. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Now we need to have it come up. So let's on about frame 98 have it move up. Okay, so it's about right here in front of the body. And then on 103 we'll have it come back very slightly. Okay, and then we'll check out our curves that we've just set. Hit play. Alright, great. So our arm's looking great right now. Of course, we're not really getting any arc out of it as it is following through, as it's coming back here. But what we'll do for that is actually animate the translate Y, and that's going to allow us to get some elbow bend and to have the elbow following through with the arm. Okay. But for now, that does finish this lesson. In the next lesson, we'll continue working on our right arm.